Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here. I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different with a new series showing how an opponent was beaten along with anything else that both players could have done better. I must stress that I'm not amazing at this game, but I am better at analysing and understanding where mistakes were made, and especially where key points of the game were where the opponent lost the game and they could have potentially recovered and won. So let's give this a go and we can try and answer the age-old question of...
How did I beat you?
Breaking You. Wow, what an absolutely aggressive name. Bottom left, Cyan playing as the Inca. Now, what are we going to be seeing from Inca, guys? Are we going to be seeing... yeah, actually, no. It's going to be interesting what we're going to be seeing because there's been that recent change that they didn't actually mention in the latest update. I don't know why they didn't, unless I missed it. But the whole change around the travois. So normally you could get the Kalanka FF timing that was really strong. You get the travois in Age 2. You would hold those travois and then build Kalankas with them in Age 3. Now, you can't do that anymore. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Breaking You does here. And I really want to know what he's going to do. So he's obviously gone ahead and maxed out double canchers. And let's have a little look over at Timer. I'm going to say Timer. Timer here playing as Germany. A very, very popular civilization choice as well. And I'm sure Revnak in chat absolutely loves Germany, along with Yucati and others really do like Germany Civ. I haven't really played Germany that much. Last time I played them was, God, must have been 6-7 months ago now. I'm not a huge fan of European Civs, to be honest. I don't know why. I'm just not. So let's have a look here. So, okay, so that's hidden, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. And then we can start seeing the decks. Let's have a look. So, we've got a Merc deck here. 1v1, we can see they've got the capitalism here for the extra coin. And we do see a band of Lands Connect. Now, Lange Connect, I think it's Lange Connect. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that okay. I mean, I know we've got a few German people in. We've got Animus in here, so I'm sure he's going to tell me whether I've absolutely screwed that. I am actually pretty good at pronouncing Lands Connect. I am actually pretty good at pronouncing German because I used to sprechen Sie Deutsch back at school. So I do know like a few terms, like Kartoffelchips, which is the good old potato chips. You got Was ist los mit dir, which is like what is wrong with you. So that's also a good one as well. Say Lands Knecht. Lands Knecht. Hey Felix, welcome dude. It's like a meme, isn't it? It's a meme. So Breaking You. Let's have a look at his deck. A 1v1 deck. What do we have here? So we do have the Wamani card, which is the 2 Kalanka Travois. Now, are we going to be seeing some sort of macro in Age 2 to Age 3 transition? Are we going to be seeing an FF potentially, 700 gold and then 600 wood, and then being able to get the Kalankas out as soon as in Age 3? I don't know. I don't know if it's still possible to do something like that. We are going to see whether we're going to be seeing some Age 2 play. We do see an age up of the Chief. Welcome, everyone, by the way. Nishus, the CHT and the CH in general is hard to pronounce for people who are out of touch from Germany, in my opinion. Epic Christmas attire. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You can see I've actually got my Coca-Cola t-shirt. If you know the good old advert or commercial. Absolutely brilliant. Whoa! Felix coming in with the subscription. Thank you very much, dude. You're now a junior of the firm. Welcome, man. Welcome. By the way, if you join my Discord, let me know, and I will be able to reassign you on the Discord as a fellow subscriber. And, you know, I don't know how many subs I've got. I think I've got 15 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. And they're sort of quite recurring subscribers. So you guys are awesome. I'm getting a lot of traction on YouTube again, so that's really good to see. It's good to see people are still alive for this game, and I'm happy to make content as long as I enjoy the game, so it's all good. So let's have a look at Timeline now. So, wow, oh my God, he's queued up a lot of vills. What is this? I don't normally see this. Remember, these guys are around 1200 elo, 1280, 1270 elo. We do see a 3 settler and the 2 Ulan. Ulans are coming out now. And a lot of priority on the coin here. Not too sure whether we're going to be seeing an age up here at all. It's definitely difficult to see. Welcome. You've now got that good old sub badge, Felix. Look at you rocking the sub badge. Welcome. Let me drop that Christmas treat. I really enjoy AoE3 content. I came a bit late to the game after playing the vanilla AoE3 a bit back when it came out. Awesome. Welcome, dude. Welcome. I don't know who's streaming AoE today, but okay. So he went with the chief, which is the farm and a couple of cows. Interesting. I don't normally see that. And now we do see a 600 wood coming and a lot of people transitioning over to wood. So we're going to be seeing a bit of a cancer boom. I think we are. Now, I don't know how possible cancer boom is, seeing as there was the changes to the amount of wood that they cost. And we do see a Chincha Bruin. So we do see the good old cancer boom is coming out. But I don't know the relevance around the farm here. That age up option. I'm not too sure what's going on there. So these yaks, can these yaks... They can fatten up on the farm, right? Okay, so that's what they're doing. They're fattening up. Okay. Let's have a look here. We've got a bit of a conflict over here. We do have the... It's unfortunate those two Ulans are going to be able to clear up the chieftain here, Tupac Amuru. Right, let's stop it right here for a second. We must not let our explorer be lost early in the game. Try not to lose your explorer, especially if it's one that's really crucial to your game, such as the Aztecs, for example, that give a boost to XP for your units on kills. Really try not to lose them because they are a really good tanky unit when you have them in a fight, because a lot of the units will actually decide to target your explorer rather than your actual military units. So try not to lose them early on, and I think this was one of the key sort of mistakes, or the first sort of mistake I think we saw from Breaking You here. He's going to be going down. You don't really want to lose him, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people throw him away. You really don't want to do that. Let's have a look at timer here, see what he's doing. So looks like, yeah, he's getting into that good old FF, it seems. He's gone ahead and gone for... he hasn't even gone for the 700 coin. He's just basically organically mined the coin. And his settlers do a great job at mining. They're really, really fast. So you can see here that he's already ready to get into the next stage, but there is a bit of a score gap now. We do see we're going to see some sort of timing push, I think, from Germany, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Inca staying in age 2, which I absolutely love. I might return back to Inca at some point. There's so many civs I want to return back to, but we shall see. Was that Tupac Shakur getting killed like in real life, sadly? Oh, right, I see what you're saying. You're like Tupac. I always think that Tupac's such a crazy name to actually have for an explorer. Let's have a look at the canchers here. So I believe it's 11 max canchers, so he's still trying to go for the max canchers. He's gone ahead and built himself one war hut with his wood, and now he's going for the Courier. Now the Courier is the poison ability, so he's really going quite greedy here, but now he's starting to... He's only got one war hut, and now he's soon going to be maxing all canchers. Now, remember, with the recent changes, canchers actually produce more food now. They really do a good amount on food. You can see 0.96, and it's only 0.84 for a villager. So, and obviously that's what the Chincha Bruin does. So the Chincha Bruin basically is one villager equivalent, which is crazy. So he's basically got an extra 10 vils. 32 vils is pretty much what he's got. Let's have a look at timer now. Actually going for the gold. So he actually got into Fortress Age. He's going for the 1,000 gold. And it looks like he is going to be getting some of these mercenaries. We do see. He's going to be doing some sort of push with mercenaries. It seems still really hammering on the gold. Absolutely draining his gold mine there. And I don't see any sort of military buildings as of yet. We do see a few Chimus coming out, though. Really, really great unit. One of my favorite units in the game because their pathing is impeccable. Absolutely amazing unit. Hey, BB's in. Sup, baby? Take me out to dinner. I'll take you out anytime, BB. I'm a cheap date. McDonald's is fine. I'll go for a triple cheesy. A triple cheesy B, as I call it. And here we go. The Chimus are going to do actually a pretty good job against the Ulans because there's so many of them. And that's unfortunate. Loss of 2 Ulans and the Explorer. And a couple more Ulans coming out. And what do we see here? We see some Zenata Riders. Okay. He's built the saloon here. The Vina Kefa Now, that's pretty good. That's got to be some good pronunciation there. And we do see some Zenata Riders. What are these guys? Mercenary Rider of the Berber Zenata, armed with a shield and javelins, good against cavalry and artillery. Okay, interesting pick because, you know, Inca are pretty well known for their Chimus, but I wouldn't say going for that is probably the best option, but we'll see. We see some Hessian Jaegers coming out now. Still a significant, still a bit of a score difference there between the two. Looks like... Inca's done a lot better job with securing eco. And we just see a really good split here, really. Just a nice sort of medium split. I'm not too sure whether he's going to be thinking about maybe getting 700 coin next, getting into the next stage, or whether he's going to actually be moving out, because this is actually a pretty big force. Okay, now for this bit here, we could see that it actually gathered up a significant amount of force, and we can see that the German players recently got into the Fortress Age and is already starting to create those deadly mercenary units. So at this point, probably even before this point, Breaking You, he should have started to raid consistently with those Chimus. Chimus are great at raiding. They have the new big button ability to be able to boost speed and get you out of tricky situations. Yes, they can now be snared, but I still think there should have been some good pressure around the settler wagons on the Germany side to try and just stop the German opponent from creating units and also gathering resources and just idling them as much as possible. And I think if you've just got a bunch of units, military units, standing around doing nothing, you're not getting any value out of them. So try and use them as much as possible and maneuver them around the map and just make it as annoying as possible for your opponents. However, we do see some mercenaries coming out. Now, these Chimus are going to have to do a really good job at taking down these Jaegers. You can see the Jaegers look like they've got a little Christmas hat on themselves, a little Santa hat, which is really nice. It's really cute. Now, the Incan player here, Breaking You, is going for the ranged infantry upgrade. As we can see, Kefa House was on point, but it's Wiener. Oh, Wiener, which means Vienna's coffee house. Okay, yeah. Kefen House, yeah. Awesome. Okay, not bad. I've got to say, Germany is the third largest country of my viewers. So where all my viewers on YouTube come from, Germany is number 3. I think it goes number 1's the States, number 2 is UK, and number 3 is Germany. So you guys are one of my largest audience. So I appreciate you guys being here. And I'm trying to do you guys a good service with my pronunciation. So Breaking You, what's he doing? He's staying H2, he's built a second war hut, and all he's going to be doing is pretty much pumping out an array of units. He's got the ranged upgrade, he's got the career upgrade for his jungle bowman, and he's got a great troop here. 46 units around 11 minutes. Inca is still a very, very strong civ. Even with that change with the Kalanka, they still have a really good amount of eco. And here we go. We got the big old Zenata Riders. Look at that, 400 HP, ranged attack, which is actually 2.5 times damage, which will absolutely eat through the Chimu runners. So he needs to try and do this well. And I think one way of doing it, one way we see here is a juicy raid coming down from the north side. Is he going to be able to actually pull this off? If he finds a couple of settler wagons, there's so many of them, 28 Chimus, he can use the Chimu maneuver ability, which can actually get them out of trouble. And here we go. What is this going to do? Is this going to damage? He's already spotted it. Great timing there. Let's have a look at the field of view. You can see he actually hasn't scouted his base at all, so he's got no idea what he's doing. He knows that there's a few mercenaries in the deck, but that's all he really knows. He hasn't spotted a saloon. He's got no information available to him there. Let's have a quick look at timer now. What's he going for? What is this? The improved mercenary card is coming out to increase hit points and attack damage by 20%, which is absolutely insane. So this is kind of crazy. Quite an all-in sort of strategy here because, you know, he's relying a lot on his cards. So he needs to be careful. I mean, that speed is pretty significant, and you have to bear in mind that the Chimus can now be snared. That's another thing that you got to bear in mind. So here we go, though. Look at this, pushing forward with all of these amount of spear units. Absolutely crazy. These Sonata Riders have a base range of 32, which is absolutely nuts. So, yeah, still something to bear in mind. And also, they're good at hand shock infantry, which is the Chimus. So they actually do 1.9 times damage to Chimus. And they sort of do a base amount of 32, which is still extremely significant. Picking off a couple of vills here, Breaking You doing a great job. Doing a really good job here, and he's got a lot of population stacked up. Germany here pretty much just focusing on the gold and ensuring that he's got population available. He's pumping everything out of the Wiener Kaffee House, which is getting the arsonists. Who the hell are these guys? Light artillery. It throws fire bombs to destroy build. I don't even know these guys. What an interesting sort of array of units. So here we go, guys. Breaking You getting stuck in here. Jaeger's doing a good job. The bowmen need to deal with these Sonata Riders. The Chimus need to try and get stuck in. Right, guys, this is a big one for me. This is one of the deciding battles in this game. And if I could just give Breaking You one big tip, it would be to try and micro a lot better in these battles and try and match the unit counters. So we can see this still here. Let's have a look. So we need the bowmen to try and take down the Zanata riders as best as possible. Yes, they have ranged resistance, but I think actually what we need is those spearmen. You can see that there's a group of spearmen there just left of the tree, just sitting there fronting the Jaegers and some of the Ulans. There's not a lot of Ulans there. What we need is we need to prioritize the really, really high quality mercenary units, which are those Zanata riders at the back. They're in a perfect position and they're just getting a huge amount of value, just tearing up the Chimus. The Chimus need to be on the Jaegers, and I think the Chimus did a good job. I think it was the Spearmen that was the worst point in this. So of course, let me know, guys, what you think about this. And yeah, I think this is a little bit of a sad time here for Breaking You. With the Jaegers doing a great job, and it looks like, wow, absolutely clearing up. He should have put these Jaegers at the back. We see these arsonists, they're not going to be too much of use here, I don't think. Oh, hang on a minute, though. Well, that was doing a few big amounts of damage, but those spearmen are going to be able to connect soon with the Zanata riders, and the bowmen are going to be able to clear up the arsonists, and more Chimus on the way. And yeah, this was a great fight for Breaking You, I think. But the Zanatas are still holding their own, and I really think, I mean, that's actually 25% range resist there, actually. So he should have got the spearmen on the Zanatas, and the Zanatas holding their own. Absolutely amazing here. We got 9 of them still, and damn, they're like Manchus on steroids. That's disgusting. Wow. And now what do we see? We see another cart of the British arquebusiers shipping here. That was actually brutal. I thought the Incan player was going to have that. I think maybe he should have prioritized the spearmen on the Zanata riders, to be honest. I don't think he did a good job at that. He sort of fronted the Jaegers with the spearmen. I think he should have got the spearmen on the Zanatas, definitely. Okay, what else do we see here? Breaking You, going for another card of 6 jungle bowmen, but he's not in age 3 yet. He's just sort of still sticking to age 2. And these Zanata riders are going to do a great job at... You could garrison them. Garrison them. What are you doing? Get them in there. Okay, decided not to. Zanata riders moving back off. And Timon now in a pretty good position now. That was a really good fight. But I think what Breaking You needs to do now really is he needs to try and raid. He's got the opportunity with the Chimus. Yes, the Zanatas are around, but now the arquebusiers are here. And these guys are once again really good against handshock infantry. So he needs to sort of try, if he can, go for like a bow spear composition. But these Chimus are absolutely going to get decimated if he tries to get involved here. He's going to try and surround them the best he can, but it's not going to be enough. The bows are going to go down because the ranged resistance is insane. The range resist is too much for the bowman to deal with. He needs that's actually quite a lot of siege as well. 36 siege for like a dragoon type unit is kind of crazy. And what is Time's answer here? Breaking You's answer is he's going to keep creating jungle bowmen best he can. He does have, he's got 2 war huts. He did have 3. I think he was doing a good job initially, but I think he might be macroing up for age 3 here. But he, has he got his, where is he? Did he get his gold? Is that his gold? No, he ate the cows here. I think he did get a gold shipment, but he used it earlier. But yeah, he needs to... I would honestly keep the 700 gold if you can. Yeah, the Mercs have the 20% attack and HP. So I think the Breaking You should have probably pressurized a bit sooner. I think he should have pushed out a little bit sooner to prevent him from doing this, because now Germany have really got a foothold with those insanely tanky units. They're great against artillery. They've got the ranged resist. There's pretty much nothing that, Breaking You can do right now. He needs to get, ideally, into age 3 if he's got any sort of chance. And now we do see the good old Landsknecht. I can't say it, guys. The Landsknecht. The Landsknecht. The Landsknecht coming out. There's a lot of them as well. Jesus Christ, that is a lot. Big sort of basically a big AoE pike unit here. Absolutely insane with the 20% HP and attack bonus as well. Siege of 86. Wow. They've got a charged ability as well. Didn't even know that. These guys OP. Love them. Honestly, it's great versus Inca since they don't have spies. Yes, they don't have spies. With all this mercenary units, they're all mercs. Apart from the 3 Ulans at the front. So, yeah, going spies would have been a really good option. But he's managed to mess up quite a little force here. Hey, Hammond. Basically, it's Land Knight, but pronounced spicy. Yes, indeed. A little spicy pronunciation. So I've got to say, wow, like Germany mercenaries are insane. I mean, can we just talk about that? How crazy they are. Especially the Zenata Riders, man. I mean, you know, that's kind of a crazy unit. So what did Timer sort of go here? Like he sort of went, yeah, he went for the 3, he went for an FF. He got the 1,000 coin first, and then he went ahead, I think he built a saloon. And then with the 1,000 coin, he went for the Jaegers first. And then at some point further down the line, he got improved mercenaries. So here we go, pushing the base. Now these lands Knesht are going to do absolutely insane amount of damage. This Warhawk's going to go in 2 swipes. That's nuts. And he needs to do something here. And I think the bowman needs to focus on the lands. And he kind of needs bow and spear here. And he hasn't got that. He's just got bow and shimmy, and I don't think that's the right composition for this. But the bowmen are going to be able to easily pick off a unit here. If he micros well, he could do something quite here. He needs to get the villagers back in there. And here we go. The archers need to definitely get behind the other side of the TC because those lands Knesht coming in, doing huge AoE, absolutely melting. Chimu's coming round, but it's not going to be enough because they will absolutely get wiped out by the Zenata Riders. And that is it. Good night, Breaking You. He is done for. Lands Knesht are going to be going through, swiping down villagers, taking down buildings. And yeah, that's got to be a GG, surely. Pretty much nothing now that Breaking You can do. Double in score. Absolutely insane. What the schnitzel. Those Lands Knesht are insane. BB throwing up the applause. And we do actually see he's actually getting in age 3. So I think that was one of the mistakes that he made. I think he probably should have committed maybe some more in age 2 because it's not enough now. He's gone for the warrior age up. I can't remember what that is. I'm sure you guys will be able to let me know. But he's pretty much got five jungle bowmen. He just needs to throw in the GG. He can't do it. Even if he gets in age 3, there's nothing that he can really do. He's got into age 3, went for the jungle bowman, and you know, they're going to be able to pick off a few of these Landsknecht units. So he is sort of throwing them away a little bit. You know, I know that he was focusing the TC there, but it's pretty much down. And you know, if he can snare, he just needs to snare the jungle bowman, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing a good job. He's actually, yeah, putting the arquebusiers into melee to do that snaring. They're doing a good job. But he's actually losing quite a bit here.
Dude. Oh, these vills.
These vills indeed. It's getting very stressful. We are in double digits viewer-wise, so thank you very much, guys, for you guys being here. We are just seeing the end, the demise of Breaking You here, unfortunately. Timar has absolutely wiped the floor with him with mercenaries. And this is basically, if you see this, if you see anything in the deck that has something like this, where it says improved mercenaries, and you see all these merc cards, and along with the capitalism as well, you know for sure that there's going to be some mercenary play. So what I suggest that you do, we do see some Barbary Corsairs here. Look at these guys. These guys are absolutely nuts, by the way. But there's not enough of them to do any damage. But I mean, he is throwing some units away, but I think it's just over. There's nothing left for the Incan player here. He's got no infrastructure. He's got nothing left. I think I've never in my life played Mercs, but damn, that looks spicy. Yeah, I've never played Mercs as well. I don't know. I always sort of used to see playing Mercs as quite cheesy. Also, it's quite all in as well. It's very fragile. You know, if you lose your army, it's basically over. And here we go. This is the demise of the jungle bowman here, and I think that's pretty much it. I used Mercs with Hauser. Yeah, it's quite well known. Yeah, I think the most well known is obviously Mercs with Germany because of that juicy gold that you get, and we do see now that he actually has managed. I didn't even know this. He's managed just to get in age 4 off the back of it. He's got both factories producing coin, and he's just fully producing coin now, and he can just get as much as he wants. He's got all of this available to him. yeah, it's pretty rough. Now, does this Sinister's Outlaws and Mercenary? Yeah. Does this change? Do some of these units change depending on the map, or is that just with the what's it called? The Native Embassy. I can't remember. Does the Saloon change your unit roster? Okay, so what do we see from Inca now? Going for the Renegade Spanish, but yeah, he's called the GG. It's over. Right, guys, I'm going to leave you with the final little tip here on this game, especially for breaking news. So if you are watching this, my friend, you did a great game. It was a great game to watch. You did a really, really good boom. But the final thing for me is just checking your opponent's deck and then trying to anticipate what you think they're going to do based on the cards that they have. So we can see here that, you know, I'm already looking at what deck the German guy is going to have, and he's got a mercenary upgrade card. He's got 2 other mercenary deck units. He's got the capitalism, which is the coin trickle card. So everything is sort of pointing towards that there's a high chance he's going to be running mercenaries, which means that he's only really going to sort of kick off in age 3, which means, okay, maybe I need to pressure earlier, or as soon as he gets into age 3, I need to be at his door. I need to be pressuring him and stopping him and trying to get him to use his resources in a different way so he doesn't start creating mercenaries. But that's my final tip. You can probably see all the ones above me or wherever it is on the screen, all the ones that I've gone through. And of course, let me know, guys, what you think of this style of video down below in the comments. And of course, if you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. If you want to see more like this, if you want to send me your casted replays and you wanted to say to me, hey, Widgie, can you do a rundown of one of my games or this game and let me know what they did wrong and everything like that. But, you know, with this kind of series, if it kicks off, we want to be trying to answer the question, of course, which is...
How did I beat you?
Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.